everybody, welcome to lesson 27, which is our virtual hike for health. We're not able to hike together this year, so it's okay. I've recorded the hike and you're going to do it virtually. I hope you have fun with me. Hey everyone, so this is our last lesson before Thanksgiving. I hope you have fun. Make sure you watch the videos at the start. It tells you and explains how to do the actions for things we may see on our hike. So first up, you're going to be walking in place with me for the whole hike. Make sure you're always walking in place.
Walking in place. And we're going to be doing this the whole time during the hike.
Alright, when we see a monument or a statue, we'll be doing 10 mountain climbers. Watch the video so you know what to do. 10 mountain climbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Next up is the video for jumping jacks. This is what you do when we reach a fork or a crossroads in the path.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When we get to tree roots, we're going to do 10 squats. Watch the video for the squats. Make sure you do them correctly.
10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you get your bottom all the way down and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This video will show you how to do running kicks. We'll do 10 of them every time we see an animal. Watch the video so you know how to do running kicks.
10 running kicks. Arms are out and you're going to cross over your arms up and down and then kick your legs forwards. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Next up is the video for the 10-second balance. You'll do this balance every time we see a road, a 10-second balance.
10-second balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it just fell at the end.
Okay, so we've watched the videos on the actions we need to do. Now let's get ready to hike with me. Remember, you are walking in place the whole time. When we see some interesting things, you'll do the correct actions. Make sure you're ready.
Okay everybody, we are at the entrance to the park. So before I go in, there's a few things I need to talk to you about for rules of the park. So when we're going to the park, we need to make sure that we're not riding our horse, wearing our roller skates. If we are bringing our pet, then our dog is on a leash, and we do not use a metal detector. Those things are not allowed at the park. When you're at the park, you're going to be a good citizen, which means that you stay on the roads or the trails. There's also information about the park and its historical significance and being a national military park. It is a site of a lot of the Revolutionary War fights, or battles I should say, between the Americans and the British. So they've got the safety information for right now in the times of COVID. They've got the historical information, and they've got those basic rules posted, as well as information about what to do in an emergency and where bicyclists should go. So we are going to be ready to start on the trail or walking in the park. We're going to see people running. The first thing you're going to see is a road. So when we see certain things, there are certain actions we're going to do. So when we are walking in the park, there are certain things that we're going to do if we see. If you get to a road, you're going to do a 10-second balance. So remember, we just talked about the balances at the start of this. So you're going to do a 10-second balance. If you see an animal, you're going to do 10 running kicks. Everything is going to be in groups of 10 running kicks. If you see a monument or a statue, it's 10 mountain climbers. If you see tree roots sticking out the ground or a tree is falling down, we are doing 10 squats. And if we come to a crossroads in a pathway, we do 10 jumping jacks. I hope you're ready to join me. I'm ready to walk. The whole time when I'm walking, you are walking in place with me. So let's get ready. Okay, so we are heading into the park. And the first thing you are going to see is a monument. So when we see a monument, we are doing 10 mountain climbers. I'm going to step to the safe side of the road where there's not people or cars, so make sure you're doing your 10 mountain climbers. As we head into one of the trails. Straight away, how interesting, we come to a fork or a crossroads in the path. So you're going to do 10 jumping jacks. So go ahead and do those 10 jumping jacks now. And I'm going to carry on walking this way. Remember, we're still looking out for things of interest. When we see certain things, we are going to make sure that we are doing the action. So as we come up, you might notice that there is a statue. So remember, when we see a statue, then you are doing 10 mountain climbers. So 10 mountain climbers for our statue. So make sure you're doing those mountain climbers. And then we're going to carry on walking down our pathway. I'm hoping we might see some deer. You often see deer out at this time. Full disclosure, just to let you know, it is about 4:30 in the afternoon when I'm doing this. It's a great time for walking. It's a great time for us seeing some animals. So we are going to keep walking in place, and we're going to keep looking out to see what we might see. All right, so remember, we are always walking in place on our trail. We stay on the trails. As we can see, there's a road on that side. Don't worry, you're not going to do the road challenge because we've already done one for that. We can see there's a lot of leaves on the ground. There's a lot of tree branches and stuff that have fallen. So we always make sure that we are staying on the trail. Now remember, when we see one of the things that we're looking out for, we have to do the action. And up above, straight ahead, I do happen to see some very, very impressive and giant tree roots out of the ground. So remember, when we see tree roots, before that, very quietly, there's a deer. So make sure you do your 10 running kicks. If you look, there's actually a couple of deer right there. So do your 10 running kicks. After we've done that, 10 squats for the giant roots that are out. After you've done that, 10 squats for the giant roots that are out. I'm just going to go back so you can see the deer. And there are the deer just hanging out. So right now we're just watching them. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to tell you, it's really cool seeing the deer. We don't often see them just chilling and laying out. That's pretty awesome. Like, they're just hanging out. I hope you did your running kicks. I'm actually going to make you do it again. Not make you do it again, but there's 3 deer. So we're going to do it another time for the 3 deer just hanging out. So I'm going to flip the camera so we can see them again. 10 running kicks. All right. So do your 10 running kicks. Because there's one. Do you see, if you look, there's 2. One kind of, I know the video is not super great. There's one kind of right in front, and then one by the tree, and then there's one all the way over there. So that's pretty cool. So I hope you've done your 10 running kicks. We are going to do the last part. All right, so we've already seen the giant roots. So we've already done our 10 squats for that. But let's take a closer look. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Look how many trees are down. I mean, that's pretty epic. Look at the size of those trees. Look at the shapes of the branches as well. That's pretty cool. So we've seen a lot of things. There are still more to see. So let's keep walking and see what we can see. Remember, we stay on the trails. We are walking in place. When we come to any of the things that we are looking out for, we are going to do those challenges and we're going to have some fun doing it. So let's carry on. Okay, so we are going to head into this part of the trail. Remember, we are walking the whole time while we're watching. Remember, if we see any roads that cross over, like where I am here in a second, I'll show you, you can do 10 jumping jacks. If we see any tree roots out of the ground, so where the tree has been down or the tree roots are showing, we do 10 squats. If we see a monument or a statue, remember, it's 10 mountain climbers, and an animal, it's those 10 running kicks. So we are going to head down this trail and see what we can see. Now, the first thing I see is we're kind of at a fork. So remember, what do we do when we're at the fork? We are going to do the, where am I? The crossroads is the 10 jumping jacks. So go ahead and do your 10 jumping jacks now, and I'm going to carry on walking. Remember, when you're done, we are walking in place on our hike. Isn't it nice out? A lot of the leaves are gone. I hear birds. We don't see them, so we don't need to do anything just yet. Right now, we are still just walking. I like they've blown the leaves off. That's cool. There are a lot of trees down. We've had a lot of bad weather recently, so that's going to be one of the reasons why a lot of the wind and the rain. We can see that tree's got a lean going on. There's a tree down over there. But look what I spy here. We have tree roots that are out of the ground. So remember, on our tree roots, we are doing our 10 squats. So go ahead and do those 10 squats now. And then we're going to carry on. So make sure you do your 10 squats before you carry on walking in place. Or you could march. Whatever we're doing, we're hiking in place. Haha. So that's fun. I don't know what we're going to see. Cut down trees. All the trees are down. Interestingly, in this path is where we see the majority, which means most of, the trees that are down. So most of the trees that are down are going to be in this pathway. Like right there. There's a tree down. As we come up to here though, I haven't been here for a while. Ooh, look at this. Look what we got going on right here. We have all of the tree roots right here. Look at this giant tree root. So, tree roots out of the ground. You are going to do your 10 squats. So do that now. And that is a pretty epic tree root out of the ground right there. That is insane. Look how big that hole is. Oh my goodness. If you are done with your squats, just walk in place, because that is incredible. It's more tree roots, so guess what? 10 more squats. 10 more squats, because those tree roots, look at those. Oh my goodness. There's a whole bunch more, but we are going to stop at our 2. So I cannot believe that is crazy. Look at the trees that are down here. Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a minute since I've been on this pathway. I don't normally walk this trail path. I am really surprised at how many trees are down. But remember, we had a lot of wind and some crazy rain of late recently. So, can't believe it. All the trees that are down, all the trees, all the trees, all the trees, all the trees, more trees. And we're going to carry on up this pathway. All of the trees that are down. Make sure you're still walking in place. I hear a squirrel. I don't see one yet. Remember, if we see an animal, it's those 10 running kicks. They're hustling and squirreling everywhere. All right. We are heading up to, ooh, this is interesting. What do I see up here? I believe we are coming upon more tree roots. Roots out the ground, so 10 more squats. There's actually a whole bunch of roots up here. Don't worry, you're just going to stick with those 10 squats. Once you've done those 10, carry on walking in place. Keep walking with me and look and see where we're going. Oh, and final one on this pathway of roots out of the ground, 10 more squats. Make sure you're doing those 10 squats. Isn't that crazy? Not as crazy as the big ones back there. That was a lot of tree roots. That was insane. So you've done a lot of squats right now. Remember though, we might see other animals, or you might see some animals. So when we do those 10 running kicks, when we get to the crossroads in the pathways, you're doing your jumping jacks. Yeah, you're doing jumping jacks. I forgot what we were doing. When we see a statue or a monument, we are doing 10 mountain climbers. And when we get back to the road, we're doing a 10-second balance. So get ready to keep walking with me. And then who knows what we might see. All right, our next part of our trail, we are going to head down a hill. Remember, you're walking in place with me. When we get to a crossroads in the path, you are doing 10 jumping jacks. If there are tree roots that are out, then you're doing the 10 squats. If we see a monument or a statue, it's 10 mountain climbers. When we see an animal, 10 running kicks, and road is a 10-second balance. Ready to go with me? All right, ready to walk in place. All right, so straight ahead we can see a big monument. Remember, when we see the monument, that is 10 mountain climbers. So go ahead and do those mountain climbers. I'm going to give you a quick view of where we are. Ooh. So, 10 mountain climbers right now. And then we are heading down the next part of the trail. Let's see where we get to. Oh, well, there are two things that I see straight ahead. Let's deal with the first one, which is a fork or a crossroads in the path. So, you're going to do your 10 jumping jacks right now. So you're doing your 10 jumping jacks. And then straight ahead is the road, so you're doing your 10-second balance. Remember, it can be any balance you want, but it must be a balance, and it must be a 10-second balance. So you might want to count yourself to get that balance. We are going to head down the pathway. Remember, still looking out for our crossroads in the path, our tree roots, a monument or a statue, an animal, or the road. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to see a road, but who knows what we might see. Ready to come with me? Coolio. So, let's get our walking feet going. Remember, we are walking in place and enjoying the delightful trail and everything it has to offer. Oh, look, there's a monument. Don't worry, you've done your 10 jumping jacks. You don't need to do that. Sorry, 10 mountain climbers. Ha! So, walking in place, we are going down the hill, because that's nice. I don't know what we're going to come to first. Maybe nothing, maybe something. Who knows? We are going to be looking out for animals. When we see them, we do those 10 running kicks. If we don't see them, we're going to carry on walking in place. Maybe we'll see some tree roots. There's a lot of trees down again. Maybe we'll come to a road, see a statue. Maybe be a crossroads. Who knows what there might be? Walking all the way with me though. Yes. Oh, we have to be really quiet because there's some deer. Ready? How exciting was it to see the deer? Pretty cool, right? I hope you did your 10 running kicks. We're going to carry on walking down this trail and see what else we can see. How fun though. Okay, did you see the deer? Remember, we do the running kicks when we saw the animal. I had to be quiet, didn't want to scare it. We're going to carry on walking down the hill. Oh, I do believe that we are going to come across a crossroads or a fork in the path, which means when we get to that, it's 10 jumping jacks. Hold it, don't do it yet because we're still walking in place. All right, at your crossroads, we are going to do 10 jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks. I hear squirrels. Don't see them. Remember, if we see an animal, then it is the 10 running kicks. All right, so we are heading up this way. It actually is a different trail to what we've done when we've all been doing it together. So many trees, look at all the leaf colours. There's a lot of leaves down, obviously, but there are still quite a lot of different leaf colours out there. And then sometimes you'll find those bright green evergreen trees, shrubs and bushes just mixed in amongst the brown and the oranges and the yellows. We have the bright green. So we're going to come up to something of interest. All right, so you're still walking in place with me. We have come up to a fork or a crossroads in the path. So your job is to do 10 jumping jacks. Be ready for those jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks, go. All right, once you've done your jumping jacks, and a walk on the gravel here. We're not going that way right now. However, we are coming up upon a road, so you know what that means. You need to do a 10-second balance. So, ready to do your balance, decide what it's going to be. 10 seconds, ready, go. All right, so we saw the roads, we saw some crossroads again, we've seen a statue. We are going to move along to another part of the trail and see what we can see. Thanks for joining me, and remember, walking in place the whole time. When we see something of interest, that's when we change what we're doing. It's a beautiful day to be outside. I'm having fun, I hope you're having fun. Let's keep going and see what we can see. Remember, this park is a park of historical importance because it is the scene of many of the battles during the Civil War, or the War of Independence, I should say, excuse me, the Revolutionary War. So we're going to head up a trail that is the Third Line Trail, and who knows what we might see up here. Remember though, if we see a monument or a statue, we are doing our 10 mountain climbers. If we get to a crossroads in the path, it is 10 jumping jacks. If we see the roots of a tree that are down, then it's 10 squats. An animal is 10 running kicks, and obviously the road is going to be a 10-second balance. Everybody ready to join me? So get ready, keep walking in. All right, so we're still walking in place, heading up our trail. So remember the things that we are looking out for, as well as just enjoying the beautiful scenery. Let me set the scene. It's quite chilly, not freezing cold, but a little bit cool. Cool enough for a jacket. I'm going to tell you, I kind of wish I had gloves too, because my hands are cold. Yes, of course, I've still got shorts on, because, you know, Coach Holden shorts. But it's kind of a lovely full weather day. So, remember, we're still looking out for interesting things, because who knows what we might come upon. Ooh, I do believe I see something of interest for us just through the trees here. They are some of the old cannons of the Revolutionary War. So, we will be referring to this as a monument, and you are going to do your 10 mountain climbers. So go ahead and do those mountain climbers now, and then we're going to walk in place and see what else we can find. I'm going to tell you, I just saw a bird. You didn't, so I can't get it on video, so I guess we're just going to carry on walking in place. Again, lots of trees down. Oh, you see what I see? There are some tree roots, everybody, so that's 10 squats. 10 squats, because we've got our tree roots showing. Again, lots of trees down. I mean, unsurprising, we are in a forestry area where there are a lot of trees, and again, with the weather we've had, there's a lot of trees that down. Ooh, look at that tree. It's just like snapped and split. How crazy is that? I wonder if that was wind or lightning. Just crazy. That's how strong the weather can be at times though, right? So, carrying on walking down, seeing what we could see. And I do believe that I can see some deer. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to be very quiet, and you are going to do 10 of the running kicks. So let me show you where the deer are. 10 running kicks. Wow, exciting was it to see the deer? Pretty cool, right? I hope you did your 10 running kicks. We're going to carry on walking down this trail and see what else we can see. How fun though. All right, so back to walking in place. Walking down this trail, see what else we could see. Ooh, look at the tree. Look how that's bent over like that, right? Yeah, there's 2 of them. Oh, yep, there's 2 of them. Just all the way bent over. Making like a, that could be the frame of a tent, right? Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. Isn't it cool how the things that nature does, like what it does, the way the trees and the leaves are. I mean, just looking around and still seeing some of the colors of the leaves that are still up there, and then at the same time a lot of the trees that have lost their leaves. So still walking in place down this trail. I'm not quite sure what else we're gonna see. I'm gonna show you all of the different tree colors that I can see, because the leaves are still really pretty. Even though we've lost a lot, the ones that we do see are really cool. And then you never know, when you might come across the bright green evergreens. That's always nice. Ooh, that's a fun color tree. That's pretty neat, right? So, keeping walking, seeing where we're going. I don't know where we're going. Oh, I do. We're following the trail. But we're walking in place, keeping it moving. Keep those feet moving. Oh, you know what I forgot? Ooh, look at the sun. Totally should have put in something to do for a bridge. So actually we're gonna do that for fun. This wasn't one of the things that I included, but we're coming to a bridge and bridges are fun. So when we get to the bridge, we are gonna run in place as fast as we can for 10 seconds. Just for 10 seconds, as fast as you can for 10 seconds. Ready, go. And I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that was fun. Run in place as fast as you can. All right. So we're going to cross the bridge and then we're going to see. Ooh, it's so peaceful. I hear the trickle of water. It's really peaceful. And then we'll see what else we can see. Okay. Up ahead, there is a fork or a crossroads in the road. So you are going to do your 10 jumping jacks. All right, don't go yet. You ready? I'm gonna stop right here and you're gonna do 10 jumping jacks. Ready, go. And we're just gonna look around at everything. All right, did you do your 10 jumping jacks? Awesome, good job. Excellent job, everybody. Hope you're still having fun. Remember, we're still walking in place when I'm walking. When we see the interesting stuff, that's when we do the action. And I do believe that I see a red cardinal bird, which is a bird in a tree. So I'm going to put the camera on that. When you see it, you are going to do your 10 running kicks. Ready? Little tiny red bird, 10 running kicks. I'm showing you the bird. I'm going to do it now. It's pretty exciting on this trail so far. I love the colors of the leaves. It's pretty peaceful. I mean, there's people walking and running and jogging, people on the trails, people on the roads and cars going by. Being amongst the leaves is pretty nice. I hope you had fun. It was pretty cool to see everything. And before we finish, there's one more set of deer. So on the last one, we're going to do our running kicks. So I'm going to flip the camera around to show it, and then you can do those running kicks to be done. Good job, guys. All right, guys, that's us. We are done. I hope you had fun on the virtual hike. I hope you had a good time seeing everything, doing the different challenges and walking with me. Now, make sure you read and do the next part and submit the work that I need to see from you. Hope you had fun. And maybe next year, we can do it together. Thanks, guys.
I hope that all of you had fun on our virtual hike. I know I had a good time videoing it. I know I had a good time seeing everything. So I hope you did too. And I hope you did all of the different actions. Now all I need you to do is to answer 3 questions. What was your favorite part and why? Did you have fun and why? And why is hiking a good activity? Make sure you record a video or you write it for me or record your voice saying it. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I look forward to your answers. Thanks for joining me on our virtual hike. I hope you had fun. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you get to do something fun. Here's an idea. Maybe you too could go on a hike in the park. If you do, I hope you see some interesting things. Be safe, have fun, and again, have a happy Thanksgiving.